Namaste, my beautiful lovelies. Today's practice is breath yoga. I encourage you to join me, and all you really need is yourself and your breath. And together we will invite movement, and we will really encourage ourselves to breathe deep into this body and help us move through some of these feelings, these thoughts, and these emotions. As always, if you would like a prop, you are more than welcome to bring that along. Unroll the mat, unpeel the edges, and together, my beauties, let's do this. Welcome back, my lovely friends. Join me in a Sukhasana, a crisscross Apasasana, right? That feels good for you. So if you have a pillow or a blanket, just something that's going to give you a little bit of that pelvic tilt. I just have my little meditation cushion here that I'm sitting on the edge, and just find your seat here. So take this moment and just smooth out your mat. Exhale that breath. Today's practice is all about our breath. So just find your seat, right? Often it's the body and the mind that are getting so crazy in all of these messages. So today, let us encourage our first breath. So today, let us close our eyes gently if we can, and just bring those hands, palms kissing palms, right in front of your heart. And just humbly tuck your chin. And allow this to be your first very conscious breath of the day as you breathe that breath in. And let it go. Being mindful of the inhale and exhale. And for today's practice, I invite you to set an intention for yourself. And truly trust that the first thought that comes to you is your exact intention. And sometimes the monkey mind can get so busy, we don't know which one to chase, which one to catch, and which one to watch float by the sky of our mind. So I invite you, if you would like, you can catch my intention of breathing deeply into each moment with a conscious intention. And allowing that breath to come in and letting that go. From here, we're going to float the hands down to the sides. And we're going to just gently bat the eyelashes open. And as the hands are at the side, we're going to just inhale, raising up that left hand high to the sky with a big conscious inhale. And we're going to tip over that midsection, leaning all the way to the right side body. And then we're going to exhale, sweeping the arm all the way back down to that left side. So we're going to do 5 of these really consciously from the core. We're going to activate that root lock, the tummy and the chin. We're going to inhale. Exhale, really inviting that breath. And maybe it's a little bit more subdued. Perhaps you would like to do more of a nasal. Two more, my friends. Just sweeping, bringing that breath with you for the ride. So we're going to exhale that left hand down to the earth. Inhale, raising that right. Consciously exhale. If you would like, you can close your eyes, or you could keep them open. I really challenge you in today's practice to really know that breath is one of your most powerful forces. The breath is here for you. It's one of these things, right, that's just always just so omnipresent. It's never asking for anything in return, right? We can just breathe the breath. From here, hands pointed up high to the sky. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back. So really, we're going to inhale, kind of cat forward. Exhale, sit up tall. So really notice what it feels like in your breath when you try to take a breath. It's more shallow down low, but inhale, raise that up, expand, open the diaphragm, and exhale as you compress. So if it feels good, you can walk the hands forward. We're going to just be inhale, Raising it up, maybe walking the hands up. Exhale, compressing forward. Inhale, raising up, walking the hands back. Exhale, forward. Inviting that breath each time. And just take this moment to feel into your shoulders. So as we're hinged from the heart, exhale one shoulder, look the opposite direction with a few conscious breaths here. So really breathing that breath in and letting it float away. Now we're gonna play a little bit. We're gonna exhale high, a seated threading of the needle. So we're just gently threading that needle through. We're gonna make this active. We're gonna do 10 of these. Exhale, really tuning into the legs and the core. Ooh, in the spine. 7. Each breath, allowing it to root you down a little bit deeper. And really tune into your spine. Oh, it feels so tight for me in one spot, but really good. It's always like finding that space between too much and not enough, the edge, right? 4 more, so take 4 more at your own pace. Keeping this nice and active. Each time as you raise up, really engage through that core. Exhale that hand high to the sky. You can activate the biceps, the triceps in the palm of the hand. Last one. Exhale through and just pause for a moment. Peak, 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 holding, pressing that left hand away from the earth. Exhale. And meet me back at center. Maybe just rolling out the shoulders. If you need to give your wrists a little float around, you can do so. And now we're gonna go to that opposite side. So taking the left side body or the left shoulder and melting it towards the right side of the mat and just peeking at your own space, right? It could be down at the carpet or a grain of flooring if you have tile or laminate or hardwood or modified hardwoods like mine. Or you could just gently peek up to the wall maybe. Or if it feels good in the neck and that cervical spine, perhaps you can look up and peek past over the opposite shoulder, over that right shoulder as you breathe that breath in. And let it go. Making that conscious intention to breathe deeply into this moment. Letting that go. Awesome work, my friends. From here, coming back to center, and we're going to take that left arm. Inhale for an active seated threading of the needle. So we're going to go through 10 times. So finding your own pace. Really tuning into your shoulder blade, activating the palm up high. Really raising, using that body weight to expand this hand up high. 5 more. You can switch the flow of your breath if it feels good to make that more windy breath or the more through the nasal breath. 2 more. Awesome work, my friends. And from here, meeting me in a tabletop position. So if you had that something under your booty, we're going to move that out of the way and give us a little break. If you have harder floors here, you are always, always, always welcome to grab yourself a blanket and you just get those under your knees because we always want to protect our joints, right? So from here, my friends, wide open starfish hand underneath the shoulders and really just check in, tune into your hips, tune into your hind feet. So we're going to inhale, raising like a big, beautiful cat. Use that breath to come in, and then we're going to exhale, diving the tail and the chin up to the sky here. So really tune in also to the elbows and the biceps with this gentle rotation towards the short edge of the mat here, my friends. As you inhale, feeling that arch of the spine, flexion of the spine, and exhale to the arch. Or whatever feels good for you, using your own breath. Exhaling out. Awesome work, my beauties. Let it go. From here, we're going to kind of walk the knees back a couple inches. We're going to place the hands down on the earth, sinking back towards the sit bones like you're coming in this child pose. But what we're really going to do is we're going to journey forward like we're rowing this little ball and we're onto the earth. We're gonna go chin, heart, tummy, legs long. From here, we're gonna inhale, raise up, squeezing the elbows in towards the ribs for a cobra. You can lengthen those legs long, or maybe it's just a little cobra. Sometimes cobras are not in my practice, and a sphinx can be online. So the sphinx is just gonna be arms extended long in front of you. With that breath, bring it in and let it go. Really feeling the gentle back bend in the spine, squeeze through the glutes and the butte, the inner hamstrings, and even the calves. You can activate this way. And sometimes if I'm feeling like, ooh, I want a little bit more, I'll just raise. You can raise the tiptoes up a little bit, really squeezing through the booty and letting that go. And maybe challenging yourself if you have it. And let's inhale, raising through those hind legs, up, up, up high. And maybe if you want to catch a little bend to the knees, if that feels good for you. And just taking 2 more of these really deep conscious breaths as we breathe into our practice. And letting that go. Really squeeze the booty, right? This is running all the way up through the core, wrapping around the lower back and the booty and the pelvic wall. From here, my friends, we're going to exhale, posting the hands not quite underneath at the shoulder blades, but a little bit more towards the top of your mat, wherever you are. So really root into the mat. Whoa, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulders in. Inhale from a plank. Exhale, diving the sit bones high up to the sky for a downward facing dog here. Just take a moment to pedal out your heels as you breathe into this inversion. Maybe your first inversion of the day, maybe you've done a few. And just tune into your feet. Maybe just gazing down to the toes or gazing to the space between the feet. Perhaps gazing between the legs or off to a side. I always love to just look around my house and just seeing the world in a different perspective. It's super powerful. As we use that breath to breathe it in and exhale it out. From here, my friends, if you're facing my same side, we're going to be raising that right leg up high, high, high to the sky. Then we're going to inhale, hugging the knee in towards the heart, hovering here in a plank. Exhale up high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, high to the sky. Inhale in the center. We're going to do 3 on each side. Exhale, high to the sky. So inhale, 3 on the same side, elbow. Exhale, 3-legged dog, high to the sky. Inhale, hugging the knee into the same side, elbow. High to the sky, doing hard things. Use that breath in. Exhale, high. Exhale. Inhale, crossing the midsection to the opposite elbow. Lift that leg up high, heel high to the sky. Inhale, traveling across knee to elbow. Exhale, high. Inhale, hug, hug, hug that knee in, and then step that foot forward to the top of the mat. You can sink that. Whoo, that is a good one, right? Sink that lower leg down the mat. Root that front foot forward. Really set yourself up, my friends, like you're on a set of skis here. From the center of the body, we're going to raise up. Take this little football stance. My dad is a football coach, all of the coaches, but he always is doing this. So it's like such this strong, rooted pose. So really root yourself. If football doesn't resonate, grab onto something else, but it does for me because my dad is an amazing man. So just root into the earth here. Really find length from the spine. Squeezing here. Just taking this moment to pause in your body, to feel all the feelings that are happening inside. Awesome work. We're going to inhale, cactusing the arms to the sides, which is just this 90-degree bend, my friends. And from that core, we're going to just inhale that breath in. Exhale. Inhale, tipping back a little bit here. Crescent lunge, my friends. You can exhale those arms up high to the sky if this feels good for you. Use that breath, my friends. You can catch a mudra up top, a prayer, Anjali mudra, the peace finger, a high five hand. Use that breath to come in and flow it out. Use that breath in. Exhale, floating those hands down. Ooh, feeling that back bend. And from here, my friends, we're just gonna cross and bring that heel in towards that pelvic wall, lengthening that leg long, coming in here for this half of a pigeon. So I want you to tune into this hind leg and just give yourself a helping hand and just allow that inner thigh to rotate out. Check into your toes, like what are they doing? Are they splaying out? Really try your best to lengthen it behind you in a way that works good for you. I do have this blanket here and it's feeling really weird under my knee, so I'm gonna move it because I know for me, my hip likes to pop off of the earth when I get in pigeon. So tune in to your hips too and really bring the hips forward. And if you have this big gap like me, a little helping friend like a blanket or a pillow is great, and you can just put this under here and it really encourages that balanceness in the hips. So we're gonna post up high on the tops of the hands, really reaching that heart high to the sky as we bring that beautiful yoga breath in. And letting it go. And I really encourage you to dig deep into the core and bring a big belly breath into the body. Letting it fill you up and let that prana go. In yoga, we practice pranayama, right? Yoga's the union, and pranayama is tying the life force to the body, right? It's that inner reflection of ourselves. Bring that breath in. Let it sink, 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 my lovely friends. And from here, we're gonna just kind of post up. We're gonna walk this little hind foot a little bit forward. So we're gonna post on this front foot up high to the sky here. And this can be done a few different ways. So you can post up here on this front foot, and you can kind of stay with this kickstand leg down, kind of like your extended leg. And from the center, you're gonna raise your body up. If you need a wall or something, you can find balance like this. And you can raise yourself up. Or if you would like a challenge, you can bend this hind foot, kind of reach around for the tops of the foot. We're gonna inhale, squeezing through the inner thigh, really doing our best to keep our body face forward. We're gonna inhale, raising this front arm, kind of like you're in this peaceful pigeon, right? Peaceful pigeon as we bring this breath in. Letting it go. Really encouraging a breath that comes deep from the belly. And letting it go. And perhaps counting the breath in, 3 count in, 7 count out. 1, 2, 3 count in, 7 out. Really finding strength, that inner core squeezing through the glutees and the booties. Exhale, down to the earth, my beautiful friends. So loverly, loverly. And from here, we're gonna post that hind foot. Awesome work. Both feet high to the sky. Exhale, knees really wide, 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 sinking those sit bones back. Taking a little rest here. You can find yourself in a child's pose, a devotional pose, with arms long in front of you, or you can just bring the arms back behind you as you rest that third eye onto the earth. And really just allow yourself to find a little stillness here as you breathe the breath into the back of the heart. And letting it melt away. Good. Let that breath come in nice and long and fluid into the back of the heart. Good, and let it go. Take 2 more of these, my friends. Each breath bringing you a little bit closer to your heart, a little bit closer to this now, this moment. Good. Wonderful, my friends. From here, just walking those hands forward, forward, forward. Okay, from here, we're gonna set ourselves up. We're gonna go to that opposite side. Really strengthen through the core, posting up on those hind feet, into that plank pose. Exhale, diving sit bones high up to the sky, downward facing dog here. Just take this moment and just pedal out the feet as you really bring that breath in. And let it go, exhale. Let this next breath be the deepest breath you've taken all day. And the longest exhale out. Oh, it feels so good. Awesome work, my friends. From here, we're going to do that three-legged dog to plank variation. So if you remember, it's going to be 3 to the center, 3 to the left elbow, same-sided elbow, 3 to the right elbow. So exhale, high to the sky. Inhale, meeting me at center as you hug the knee to the heart, really powering, pressing the earth away. Inhale, raising that foot high to the sky. Inhale, 2. Exhale, high. 3. Really strengthening through that body. Finding that inner balance. To the elbow, 3 times. 1. Inhale, hugging to the outside elbow. 2. Use that breath. This is a great space where sometimes we'll hold our breath when we're doing challenging poses. Crossing that midsection. Inhale, raise it up. Inhale, 2. You've got this. 3. Inhale, hug, hug, hug. Stop. Back foot forward. You have arrived. That is hard work. That is a butt kicker. I love that though because it just really helps us find our inner strength. Because sometimes we have to do hard things, right? So from here, my friends, if we're going to set ourselves up like we're on that set of skis, from that core, that tummy, catch your breath. Raise it up. Find your football pose, your gladiator, warrior, warrior mama, warrior man, whatever it is. Use that breath in. Really tune into the beat of your heart. Mine is racing. I'm feeling really hot. I practice with my fireplace on, so I've got more of like this hot flow going. Holy macaroni. Okay, my friends, from here, inhale, option to cactus the arms, right? Or option to raise the arms high, high, high to the sky for this crescent lunge. Really root that front foot forward, pressing into those 4 corners of the feet. Exhale, tipping back. You can tune into that foot on the back if you want to lengthen it back a little bit. That feels good. Really, if you're in a cactus, it feels super good. Pinch those shoulder blades together and breathe a big expansive breath into the front of the heart, the front of the lungs. Ready? Go with it. Flow with that breath. You got it. You can do this. One more big expansive breath here. Letting that go. Exhaling down to the earth. We're going to bring that heel back, my friends, coming into this pigeon. Is we're going to bring that breath in. Letting it go. Breathing that pigeon breath in. As you lengthen that leg, tune into that leg, right? Where is it? What are we rocking here? Breathe that breath in. Letting it go. Okay, option here, right? We're going to kind of walk this foot forward. You can keep that leg lengthened long from the tummy. You could inhale up. You can kind of find something that works for you. Or you could inhale, bending that hind foot, grabbing for the top of the foot. Inhale, raising that hand up high, high, high to the sky. Beautiful breath here and letting it go. Breath here. Letting it go. Good job. Big breath here. Let it go. Ooh, and if you fall out like that, that's okay. That happens sometimes. So from here, my friends, we're going to just exhale, coming to the sit bones. Ha, ha, ha. From the sit bones, beating me on your booty and bringing soles of the feet, kissing soles of the feet for a Baddha Konasana, a butterfly. Just take this moment to breathe into that body and letting it go as you sink forward. Inhale that breath up and letting that go. Good work. Inhale that breath in and letting it go, my beautiful friends. You have got this, my friends. And from this butterfly, my lovelies, we're going to exhale those legs long and we're going to flip around. And as we turn around, we're going to lengthen the legs this way. And we're going to exhale from the tummy, slowly and mindfully, resting all the way down to the earth. You have arrived onto the earth. We're going to inhale, hugging that breath into the body for this double wind reliever, and we're going to exhale long. So from here, my friends, we're going to inhale those knees in, and we're just going to put the hands by the sides and exhale the legs long. So we're going to inhale, The upper body could be rested on the earth. Exhale those legs long. We're going to inhale, hug. Exhale the legs long. And if you would like to, you can inhale, hug up. Exhale those legs long. So really using that core strength of the tummy. We're going to inhale, hug. Exhale those legs long. Let's do 5 more of these. Inhale for hug. Exhale those legs long. You've got this. Inhale for that nice hug, hug, hug. Exhale those legs long. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. 3 more. Exhale it long. Working through the heat of the core. Inhale to hug. Exhale to find length. Inhale 2. Exhale long. Inhale, last one. Hug, hug, hug. Exhale, long, long, long. Let's hold here for 10, 9, power through that core. 8. Inhale it in. 7, 6, 5, 4. You can do this. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Down to the earth, my beautiful friends. From here, my friends, you could just bend the knees for a moment. As you bend the knees, we're just going to inhale, raising up through sit bones up high to the sky for a bridge here. Ha ha ha. Maybe just wiggling out the booty for a moment after all that core work. Give yourself love. Exhale. Exhale the booty down. Exhale the legs long. Coming into our final pose of surrender into our Shavasana, my beautifuls. So I encourage you to lengthen your legs long and widen them. You can exhale your hands on your belly, or if you would like more of a opening, surrendering pose, you can put palms up high to the sky. And just find your comfortable space here, right? Just how we started in our Sukhasana, that crisscross applesauce. And this is another one of those poses that can be kind of challenging, but also so rewarding and amazing. So from here, my beautiful friends, bringing that breath into that upper chest and filling it up high and letting it relieve. Bringing the breath into the middle section of the body, into the ribs and the diaphragm. And let it go. Now bringing the breath into the belly like a big balloon. And let it deflate. One more time into the upper chest. Exhale it out. Inhale into the diaphragm and the ribs and the lungs really wide. Exhale all the way long. Inhale into that belly, nice and fluid like a big, big, big balloon. Exhale, deflate. This last breath, my friends, combine all of the breaths for a 3-part complete yogic breath. So you're going to fill up the upper chest, the middle body, and the belly. So filling it up. And you can start from the top, middle to the bottom, or bottom, middle to top. So do whatever resonates with you. Filling your torso up like a beautiful glass of water and exhaling it out. 2 more of those. Let it go. Good work. 1 more. Wonderful, my friends. Bringing palms, kissing palms to the heart center. And if you have a few minutes, I encourage you to lay here in your own Shavasana for a few minutes of just being with yourself. It would be wonderful, and breathing your breath. Hands to the heart. Anjali Mudra as we honor and acknowledge ourselves. And just repeating inside, I am so grateful for yourself. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for breathing deeply. Thank you, thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much, my beautiful friends, for practicing with me. I hope today you bring your breath with you and you make it powerful. and we'll see you back here very soon.